Over the last day and a half, everybody's been talking about if Cade Cunningham and Nikola Jokic are frauds. All right. But one thing I do want to do before I get started into that is offer my condolences to Jalen Duren.
We got to see this back. We're talking about taking it to the rack. Oh, my goodness. He didn't go around and he went over top. Someone called his mama.
You could average 30 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 blocks a game, and y'all can come back and win this series. There ain't no coming back from that, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you got dunked to the ground by a dude that was on a two-way contract. Like, there's really no coming back from that. But let's talk about Nikola Jokic and Cade Cunningham, because there's a nuance to their performance that nobody's really talked about as of late. And that is the fact that their defense and their offensive responsibilities is playing into some of the lackadaisical play, some of the shooting percentages that we're seeing. If you look at defensively, this is the amount of possessions to where they're going to have to defend the shot attempt. Nikola Jokic is number 1 in the playoffs at 20 defended field goals a game. Then you look at Cade Cunningham at number 5, 17.5 defended field goals per game. Cade is number 1 at 35.9% of the Pistons' possessions ending with him. Then you look at Nikola Jokic, 30% of the Denver Nuggets possessions are ending with him. That doesn't take into the account the number of times they actually bring the ball up the court and how many times they have to face a full court defense. The reason why this is an issue is because they're making sure they're keeping these individuals involved with the defense every single trip up the court. Isolation, screens, different actions where you might be chasing a shooter. You might be Nikola Jokic and you have to chase a more mobile Naz Reid. You might be Cade Cunningham fighting through screens. Then you have to end a possession guarding Paolo Banchero, guarding Franz Wagner, guarding Desmond Bane, making sure you're using up all of your energy the entire 40, 41, 42 minutes you're on the basketball court. When I look at the Detroit Pistons side of things, I see that Cade Cunningham's averaging 8 turnovers, 9 turnovers, 7 turnovers. We can talk about the fact that they may need to get a point guard in the near future to play alongside him and switch his position to the 2 or the 3. For right now, how do we make it through the playoffs? Kevin Huerter, Duncan Robinson. You need to figure out how to activate them with Jalen Duren. Go back and watch their years with Bam Adebayo, and go watch Kevin Huerter, his time with Clint Capella, the DHOs, the situations where they're forcing the offense to be revolved around them because they're sprinting off screens. You can't let them have daylight because they're going to be lights out shooters once they get into a rhythm. They draw that attention. Duren can roll to the basket. You have something else to add to your offense to where it's not just Cade Cunningham catching, pick and roll, where it's not just him bringing the ball up, isolation, or going into a pick and roll. You get him off ball a little bit so his only focus is catch, make a move, put the ball in the basket. When you look at the flip side with the Denver Nuggets, their whole thing with Nikola Jokic is this: we're going to make sure we eliminate Jamal Murray bringing the ball up the court. Not because he can't, but simply because that is going to force Nikola Jokic to bring the ball up even more, carry more responsibility offensively. You know how you alleviate some of that? If you're the Denver Nuggets, activate Tyus Jones more often. He played 15 minutes in game 5. You need to see him more often when Jamal Murray is not on the basketball court. You know why he's important? Because over the last 11 years he's been in the league, one of the best, if not the best, assist to turnover ratios in the NBA. He has a long resume. It's not a sample size. It is a long resume of taking care of the basketball and running the offense. That is somebody that's going to be an aid in the Denver Nuggets going forward if they choose to go this route. Because guess what? This is round 1. What do you think everybody else is paying attention to if you're going to make it out of this round? How do we neutralize this situation? Make sure we eliminate Murray, force Jokic to be in every single defensive action. Every single offensive possession is going to start and end with him. We're going to drain them. He's not going to shoot a high percentage over length. So there's a number of things that's going to play into this situation to where you say, you know what? We need to bring another guy in that's going to take care of the basketball off the bench. You have a guy in Tyus Jones who's not going to be an offensive scoring threat to the level of Monte Morris, but he's going to be able to take care of the basketball, which is what you need to buy Murray time on the bench and take the pressure off Nikola Jokic. But let me know in the comments what you think. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. That's one more for the good guys.
I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance.